special that we want to share as well.
We sure do. This is so exciting. A photographic and handwritten documentary of the jobs, professions, and endeavors all put into a book. It is called Working Journal. Look how fancy this is,
Joining
right?
us is the author, Michael J. Fiedler, and he's here to tell us how he came up with this concept. What a creative concept.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me on.
So we saw bits and pieces of this.
Yeah,
it was a work in progress.
Right.
But you actually started this back when you were a teenager.
I started this years ago when I was a photojournalist on an aircraft carrier. I was a Navy photojournalist, and there's lots of different jobs on an aircraft carrier. So that was my thing. I would take pictures of all the different things that people did, and that stoked my fascination with what people do for work.
Yeah, what's interesting about your photos, they're black and white.
Well, I just think it captures people in a more elemental, kind of immediate way. I think so. It's just, and I am a photojournalist, so it kind of suits my style.
They seem to be more dramatic when they're black and white, though.
Yeah, it just lets you focus in on the character as much as you can, for sure.
So you had the character handwrite their own story. Why did you choose that rather than typing?
You know, you can learn a lot about a person by the way they approach a blank piece of paper. I actually took some classes last winter in graphology where you study people's handwriting, the slant of the lines, the loops. It's a very tactile kind of expression of a person's personality traits and how they express themselves.
What are some of your favorite types of photos to take?
Well, you know, if you look at my photos and if you go through the book, there's two things I'm always looking at when I photograph somebody. I'm always watching their eyes and their hands. And now, I'm Italian. I talk with my hands a lot. So when I'm shooting people, Pastor Johnson there, his hands are just up, and the fan on the roof kind of mimics his fingers. So I mean, that's what I was looking at when I saw that. So
I like movement.
Yeah, the movement, the expression. Orchestra conductor was a perfect segue into somebody that does that. Traffic cop, truck driver, waitress.
What about TV host?
Yes, TV host. I got a little hand element, and you can see what I was waiting for Ryan there.
Ryan was featured in the book. He wrote all about his career.
Exactly.
And how
There he is.
There it is, our former co-host. Right. It was such an honor for him, too. I remember when this was all happening. So
yeah, no, it's been great. It was a hard process putting the book together. I couldn't have done it without my producer, Diana DeLucia. She kind of knew the process, and we organized the photos, and it's a dream come true to finally put these into a coffee table book.
Sure,
and we have a coffee table, so
yes,
it's perfect.
We do. Where can we get this working journal?
The book is available now at working-journal.com.
It's beautiful.
I just got back from Washington, D.C. for the official launch of the book, and we're planning a gallery showing in New York City. There's a lot of people from New York in the book. There's a lot of people from Connecticut. So working-journal.com.
Very good. That's where we'll find it. What do you want people to take away from this as they go through the pages?
The thing is, everybody has value. Everybody that does work adds something to society. And I love the fact that the book helps us kind of look at people that we maybe often overlook. You know, a waitress at the diner, or the truck driver that gets your packages to your house. It's a little insight into the things that people do that are important to all of us.
What do they write about?
Oh, I ask everybody the same three questions in the book. What do you do? Why do you do it? And how do you feel about your work? It's a spin-off from the 1974 book by Studs Terkel, Working. And when I was a newspaper photographer, I met all the different characters that were in Studs' book. Waitress, airline pilot, disc jockey, you know, stuff like that. And it's just fascinating. It's like going on a little field trip every day, finding out what people do for their work. I love it.
Now we can look through all the pages and learn ourselves. Michael, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you so much.
We'll find it
Exciting news, Michael. Congrats.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure thing. And stay with us. More style coming up after the break. We are cooking.